ready to shed that skin and find out who you really are beneath all of the self-demoting emotional and mental patterns, beneath the societal conditioning and the programmed fears and belief systems that have been keeping you small? If so, I want to personally invite you to Metamorphosis, a holistic journey of transformation that will assist you in releasing those fears and those patterns that aren't serving you anymore, and empower you to step into the most beautiful vision that you hold for your life. As we are all witnessing, we are in unprecedented times of collective transformation. And times of change can be really overwhelming. There's so much that's unknown right now. And it's really natural for us to want to pull back and try to hold on to the things that have been keeping us safe. But staying safe often means remaining small. And you, my dear ones, you are not small. You are vast and infinite. And I want you to have a direct experience of just how beautiful you are, because the world needs you. The world needs its humble and its heart-centered warriors now more than ever. So I'm here to invite and empower you to spread your wings with me and step into the fullness of your being. So if you're with me, if you're resonating with the words that I'm speaking, then I would love to share a bit about how I've been guided to lead you through this process of transformation. Because the way that this has been coming through, the unique form that it's taken, is what really excites me about birthing this into the world. So in the beginning of our quarantine, I began to receive several intuitive wisdom teachings around the nature of transformation, both personal and collective, as the archetypal process of transformation remains the same for both. Now, these transmissions were being revealed to me in relationship to a very powerful symbol of metamorphosis, that of the butterfly. And this guided me towards synthesizing the process of transformation into 4 archetypal phases that relate to the stages of the butterfly, the 4 elements, and the 4 bodies or layers of our being. So the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. So I'm going to introduce and give you a little introduction into each of these phases so that you can feel the fullness of the journey that we're going to be taking, because this is the framework that we'll be working within. So we begin the journey with the caterpillar. And in this phase, we work with the element of earth and the physical body. And we focus upon the themes of gratitude and acceptance of what is, because paradoxically, all journeys of transformation actually have to begin with fully embracing where you are today. So we practice embracing our lives and embracing ourselves as we are, and living in relationship to the miracle of being in a body and experiencing this incredible world of form. We then enter into the cocoon. And in the second phase, we work with the element of water and we move into our emotional bodies. And in this phase, we focus on alchemizing our emotions through identifying our control systems and our emotional patterns, and practicing surrendering rather than fighting them, so that we can really dissolve, just like the caterpillar, all of our density, all of our life experience into material for growth. We then move into the chrysalis. And in this third phase, we harness the element of fire. And we begin to work in our mental body. And in this phase, we use the heat and the pressure of the fire element to forge our swords of clarity as we cut through our limiting belief patterns and beliefs so that we can start to transmute that which is not serving us. And we begin to rebuild ourselves from the center as we ignite our will and step into courageous action in our lives. And then finally, we unfold into the butterfly. And in this final phase, we work with the element of air and the subtlety of our spiritual or our etheric body. And as we emerge from our chrysalis and prepare for flight, we face and release the core fears of our smaller self, of our past self. And we explore the dreams and the visions that emerge from our unique mission of love. And at last, we crystallize our new forms as we step into and claim our inner freedom. So that's the arc that we're going to be taking. And within each of those phases, I've utilized 5 tools that assure that the journey is holistic and that we shift on all layers of our being. So every phase of this program, it has a sound healing ceremony that will emotionally and viscerally activate the themes within you. Each phase has wisdom teaching videos and a guided journaling process to unlock the wisdom of the themes in your higher mind. Each phase has a daily mantra and meditation practice, as well as Kundalini Kriyas that I've specifically selected to imprint and rewire the themes within your physical body and your electromagnetic field. And to finalize each phase, I've created intentional rituals with each of the elements, which really brings in the power of prayer and communion with the unseen forces of the universe. So by approaching each phase from the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual layers, we guarantee a holistic process that can create lasting change. Now, the program is self-paced, so you can really go at your own speed. But I do highly encourage spending 7, 21, or 40 days on each phase. Now, these timeframes, they hold a very specific significance in the ancient Vedic traditions, and they offer a powerful portal that helps rewiring new patterns in our nervous system and in our neural pathways. So the longer the phase, the more deeply that you're going to be able to integrate these shifts. So 7 days is going to rewire this in the densest layer of your being, the physical body. And 21 days will create the new pattern in your electromagnetic field or your subtle body. And in 40 days, you can truly embody the themes in all layers of your being, reaching and affecting the most subtle and core aspects of yourself. So in addition to all of this, we also have a supported Facebook group so that you can integrate this journey with others. And this is a really helpful thing to do, to have witnesses on our path of transformation. And this really assists us in crystallizing our experience. And lastly, I do want to be transparent and I want to be really realistic with you. That's important to me. So this is a program that I have created for those that are ready to commit to their transformation. I can't do the work for you. I can only guide and support you, but it's you who must show up. And it will require your active participation. And while it's not going to be an overwhelming time commitment, it is going to ask your daily participation, because the key to shifting our mental and emotional patterns is consistency. It's more effective to do small, consistent actions towards change than large, intermittent activities. We know this now. It's how we rewire the brain. So those of you that are ready to show up for yourselves with gentle and consistent effort, this is going to launch you into the change that you've been calling in. And there's truly never been a better and more important time to say yes to our metamorphosis, so that we can confidently step into our unique mission and service on this earth. So those of you who are called on this program, I'm really excited to guide you towards your center. And I can't wait to witness you as you take flight. Infinite love.